Hello friends, welcome to Farman's Mysterious World. In this video, we are going to look about the Hindu culture. Let's take a look. This is about Hindu culture. You can see in this slide the few images, the rituals of naming ceremony of Hindu culture, the rituals of Hindu wedding, Hindu puja, the gods of Hindu, the rituals, festivals of Hindu, and the rituals of funerals of Hindu culture. Let's look each by slide. Let's take a look. First, now we look a short introduction to Hindu culture. The Tamils whose religion is Hinduism perform their religion according to Hindu culture. Now we look the gods of Hindu culture. These are the few gods and goddesses of Hindu culture. You can see in this image the of Hindu culture. These are the gods of Hindu culture. We look about them separately. This is God Ganesha, God Krishna, God Kali, and God Hanuman. You can see the gods of Hindu culture in this slide. God Ganesha, God Krishna, God Kali, and God Hanuman. Now we look about the god Shiva. These are few facts regarding the god Shiva. Lord Shiva is the absolute image of masculinity and virility is very distinct in his appearance. He is dressed as a glorious pile high on his hair, uh, his gears high in his head, with the river Ganges gushing through his matted hair and reflect the crescent tucked deftly into it. Shiva's linked with the wind with the breath of life, flow that Brahmas breathed, and represented through his flowing locks. Shiva has pre-matted locks on his forehead. The, according to yoga, symbolize the union of physical, mental, spiritual activities of life, since Shiva is also the master of yoga, and it is only fitting that it is symbolized in his appearance as well. Shiva tamed the might of Ganges by holding the river in his hair, so that only a reasonable amount flooding it. The moon on Shiva's head represents the cyclic nature of the time and links it to the waxing and waning of the moon. Now we'll look a short description regarding God Kali. In this slide, you can see the image of God Kali. And these are few facts regarding the God Kali. Mahakali is the fiercest of all goddesses of Hinduism. The word Kali has its roots in the Sanskrit word Kal, which means time, and nothing escapes from time. Goddess Kali is sometimes referred as the goddess of death, but actually Kali brings the death of the ego. Even in the scriptures, she has killed demons, but not anyone else. Kali is also one of the associated with Yampa, the Hindu god of death. Kali is considered as the form of mother. Mahakali is one of the few goddesses who is celebrated and participates in renewals. God Kali and Lord Shiva both are regarded to inhabit the ceremonies grounds. Devotees to these places in mediate with the purpose of overcoming the ego. The ceremonies ground of the emphasize the idea that the body is temporary. Kali and Shiva are known to stay in cremation grounds because it is our attachment to the body that gives rise to the ego. Kali and Shiva gave the idea of liberation by dissolving the illusion of the ego. The corporeal frame unlimited visions, but the soul still remains. This is implied by the scene in the discrimination grounds. Now we're going to look about the religious place in Hindu culture. The main religious place of the Hindu culture is the Kovil. It's very large in size. You can see the image of a Kovil in this slide. Kovil since it's very tall is the religious place of Hindu. Now we are going to look about the festivals of Hindu culture. There are three main festivals for Hindu, such as Thai Pongal, Deepavali, and Mahashivratri. These are the rituals of Thai Pongal festival, going to temple uh, and doing their rituals. This is an example like for Diwali festival. Now we are going to look about the Mahashivaratri. It's the biggest festival. Mahashivaratri is one of the biggest Hindu festival in the country that is celebrated with much favors. The festival that falls on March 7th this year is special in its own way. Here is how. Do you know what does it occur? As per the classic text in Narnia Sindhu, the night of Shiva, Shivaratri occurs on the corresponding night of Chatura, Chaturdashi, fourth day as the per the Hindu lunar calendar. Every month, the Shivaratri of Magha Hindu month is known as Mahashivaratri. Why is it special this year? However, what makes the festival special this year is that as the per Nirnaya Sindhu, Shivaratri word this year will begin one day prayer Shivaratri, which is in fact God omen of this observation in this feast. You can see the facts regarding the Mahashivaratri. And also, we are going to the celebrating of confluence of the power. Lord Shiva got married to goddess Parvati on the day, and Mahashivaratri is celebrated that union of Shiva and Shakti, who are considered to be the two major forces in the universe. Now we are going to look about the rituals of naming ceremony. In Hindu tradition, the naming ceremony is regarded as a highly auspicious and revered rite of passage how the newborn baby. This tradition customs helps to introduce the create of lasting bond between the baby and the family. This day not only marks the christening of the baby, but it is also a day dedicated to honoring the mother of the child. So why not make it an unforgettable one by opting unique and creative decorations? You can see the image of the naming ceremony of Hindu and the decorations in these images. Now we are going to look about the rituals of funeral in Hindu. Symbolic means the expression of beliefs, thoughts and feelings about the death of someone loved. Rich is history and rife with symbolism. The funeral ceremony helps us acknowledge and relieve of the death, gives transmitted to the life of the deceased, encourages expressions of grief in a way consistent with the cultural values, provides support to the monuments, allows for the embracing of faith and beliefs about life and death, and offer continuity of hope for the living. Namaste is traditional Hindu greeting, said with the hands gesture, in which the palms are accompanied by a slight bow and arm raised. In the West, it is commonly associated with yoga and used to namaste in this context as something sometimes accused of being from the cultural appropriations. You can see a few images of Hindu funerals, the burning of their funeral. In this slide, you can see the images of rituals of Hindu wedding. You can observe the rituals of Hindu wedding in this slide. Now we are going to look about the types of Abhishekam. Abhishekam means pure in the god. For an example, with milk, curd, water, sugar, turmeric. So we call milk Abhishekam, curd Abhishekam, water Abhishekam, sugar Abhishekam, and turmeric Abhishekam. Now we are in this slide, we are going to look about the milk Abhishekam. Milk is known as the purest and high from the offering that can be made to God as obtainable from the holy cow, since milk is great for strengthening internal body to provide us. You can see the image of milk Abhishek, the purring the god with milk in this slide. Finally, we are going to look about the Hindu Puja room. Do you know how to keep the ideal in puja room? In India culture, a puja room is considered to be an integral part of the house. Praying is a form of meditation that not only gives us strength, but also is essential for mental and spiritual satisfactions. In all the Hindu houses, it is essential to have a puja room. Puja room is considered as the place that the Hindus worship. The puja room, there are few images of their gods, and they have put the uh, and they have keep the flowers and fruits for do pujas for their gods. And finally, thank you everyone for listening my presentation. If you didn't subscribe my channel, please subscribe, like, comment, and share. Bye guys, stay tuned. Have a nice day.